Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. Working on a New Holland 8160 today, and I'm fixing the rear pivot point seal. I'm sorry, I don't know all the terminologies. I'm normally a auto mechanic, but anyways, it's a common problem. The lower seal for this pivot point back here on the 3-point hitch leaks. Why they have the shaft go through the transmission is beyond me, but I'm sure you know that if you clicked on the video. So this is what I had to do to get it apart and fix it. I've seen videos for the smaller tractors. It's slightly different. I figured it out myself for this. Take off the 4 bolts for the lower plate for the drag bar. Take off your 2 lower 3-point hitch brackets. Get them aside, and then there's 4 more bolts that hold the whole housing for this shaft, this little pivot point shaft here. Take those off. Of course, you're going to need to drain the hydraulic fluid first. I got 15 gallons out, so you're going to need a lot of pans and a lot of jugs to put it in. Drain it out. Take off the last 4 bolts. Lower that housing down. And this is what you got. It's got a bearing and a seal in there. And how to get these out is you're going to take a 10-inch punch, come through this hole, and drive out this side, which is closer to this access hole here. Drive out the seal, the bearing, everything. And then, using 2 12-inch extensions and a 33mm socket, you're going to come all the way through this hole, right through the housing to the other side, to drive the other bearing out. You're gonna drive the bearing, the seal, and this retainer ring out. Drive it all out, clean it up, and to reset the seal, another little tricky thing I had to figure out. You use the 33mm socket to drive the bearing back in the housing, back in the hole here. You just set the seal on top of it. It's going to loosely fit in there. Then you take the retainer ring and drive it home, and that'll keep the seal straight. It'll set the seal, and basically you're good to go after you do that. Bolt it all back up. Make sure you use your favorite silicone or whatever liquid sealant for this hole here. Otherwise it'll seep its way through and leak out. I like to use Right Stuff. It's worked pretty good for me. But yeah, bolt it all back up. Put all your hydraulic fluid in. Probably should put fresh in unless you recently changed it. And if this video helped you, give me a thumbs up. Thanks.